Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be doing another vinyl update video, but I'm going to be doing it a bit differently. I'm going to start doing these videos not monthly, because think that's a bit restrictive. You know, I can only make one video a month. I'm going to start doing these just showing not just the new stuff, but the stuff that's already in my collection. So, for instance, maybe I'll do a themed episode, like I'll do a particular artist or a particular style. But in the case of this one, I'm going to start doing just random records. I'll show a few that I bought recently, and then I just kind of went on Discogs, hit the random button, and whatever popped up, that's what I'm showing. So, see how this works out, see like if it feels good, see if I like it, and I'll keep doing it in the future if I do. So, let's get into the records. First thing I'm going to show, the recent pressing of The Avalanche by Sufjan Stevens. For those who do not know, Sufjan Stevens, he is an indie legend, you know, indie folk, amazing music, just people should know him by now. This is a B-sides collection of stuff that didn't make its way onto Illinois, his incredible magnum opus. If you have not listened to that album, you very much should. It's about the same length as Illinois. Very long for a B-sides collection. This is about 75 minutes long, which is, I want to say, like almost the exact same length as Illinois. This had never been pressed on vinyl. Asthmatic Kitty just pressed this recently, and it's really cool that they did, because it's shocking how many of these tracks didn't make it onto Illinois, because you have tracks like The Avalanche, Dear Mr. Supercomputer, and Adelaide Stevenson that sound completely complete, and those aren't just the only ones. Like, these tracks sound done and finished, and I guess he just didn't think they were good enough to be on the album. It just goes to show how much of an incredible songwriter and just person he is. That's the back cover there, with weird-ass drawing, all the tracks. You can see just how many there fucking are. The records themselves are really nice. Very heavy records, which is always nice. And you got one on a nice white, just plain white, no marbling or anything like that. Always like that. And the other one is, I believe, was in the description, pickup truck orange. Matches the shirt very well, and also it's an Asthmatic Kitty shirt. So that wasn't planned. I did that completely by accident. But yeah, I'm very happy that this is finally on vinyl, because it's a really good collection of tracks, and it's shocking to see that they weren't good enough for Illinois. Or maybe it was just too bloated. I mean, that album is like over an hour long. Maybe he just didn't want to make it too long. Still, not like essential if you're for your Sufjan Stevens collection. Some of the tracks are really good on here, but you don't really need to listen to this to enjoy anything else by him. But yeah, Avalanche, Sufjan Stevens, wonderful. Next thing I'm going to show is a bit of a weirder album, underrated album this year. Very great album that didn't get a lot of attention. At least not enough attention as I think it deserves. This is Lump. This is a collaboration between Laura Marling and Mike Lindsay. Came out on Dead Oceans, one of my favorite record labels. Just a quick album, just 7 tracks. They tend to run a bit longer, like 5, 6, 7 minutes across the board. What it is it's kind of a folk-tronic record, I guess you could say. Like a lot of synths, but along with that, you got very folky instrumentation. You have Laura Marling's beautiful voice on top of all that, which kind of leans more towards the folk side of things. And if you're familiar with Mike Lindsay's output in his band Tongue, which I was actually not familiar with before I listened to this, it's about the same folktronic style to it. If you really want to get a feel for what they're doing on here, just listen to Late to the Flight. Wonderful track, just very beautiful instrumentation, gorgeous harmonies. This front cover, got the back cover. This, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but it did come out this year. And Dead Oceans was having a bit of a sale, and this was, I guess, not selling as well as they hoped, which is good for me, because I picked it up immediately because I love this album. Nice green, clear, heavy pressing. Dead Oceans always does a great job. Love them. So yeah, not much else to say about this. Just a really good album. If you like folk music, if you like synthy style music, if you like stuff with really beautiful instrumentation, definitely check this out. Next one, a record I hope a lot of people have already listened to. This is My Woman by Angel Olsen. I kind of picked this because I'm actually going to see her in a week. And she's embarking on a bit of a little solo tour. Going to be playing stuff from all across her career, off of Phases, off of this album, off of Burn Your Fire for No Witness. But this is a fantastic album. Came out in 2016. I have a very big affinity for like female indie rock singer-songwriters. So people like Mitski, for instance, Angel Olsen, other people in that field I can't think of right now. Soccer Mommy, who I'm not that into, but just another example. This is a fantastic album, though. Some excellent songwriting, excellent instrumentation, performances, vocals, lyrics, all about, I don't know, just being a woman. Just a very powerful, like, womanly album, which is something that you're getting a lot of out of the indie rock scene nowadays, and it's really awesome to see. The record itself is... I remember the first time I bought this, I thought it was black, and I just wanted a copy of the record, so I really didn't care. But if you look, it's actually a really, like, deep, shiny purple. And I didn't realize that until I put it onto the record, or onto the turntable, so I was really happy and surprised that I didn't get a black version of it. So yeah, some tracks like Shut Up, Kiss Me, Intern, Heart-Shaped Face, Sister is a very good one. Yeah, if you like indie rock, if you like rock music in general, if you like very talented songwriters, definitely check out Angel Olsen. She's obviously incredible and is killing it right now, killing the game, killing the female singer-songwriter indie rock game. All right. Next band I'm gonna show two records from them. One came out this year, one came out before that. They're a art rock band, post-punk band, very creative, very out there, all around very awesome. This is Ought. This is their most recent album. This is Room Inside the World. Not their best, I would say. Look at this beautiful fucking gatefold. Look at that. That's awesome. This is not their best album, I would say. Still pretty damn good, though. Still got their Tim Darcy, the lead, the front man, his vocals are very whacked and out there. Kind of sounds like Elvis if he was on like acid or something. Maybe like a cross between like Elvis and Morrissey, I would say. But it never gets. I don't want it to sound like that's a bad thing because it's actually very good. I love his vocals. They're very weird and very out there, but passionate and beautiful. This has some excellent songs on here. Disgraced in America. Desire, which is one of the best songs to come out all of 2018. That song, if you want to listen to any song today, you listen to Desire by Ought, because that song blows my mind. It's so incredibly good. Brief Shield's pretty cool. Like I said, it seems like they really toned down the more experimental and, I guess, out there parts of their style. It's on a nice white record, and that may be because they're currently on. This is the first album they've released on Merge Records. Before this, they were on Constellation, which is an artist that grooms and thrives with experimental artists. And Merge, while they're not too, unfamiliar with experimental artists, I feel like they've probably told them to tone down their sound a little bit. You can kind of tell. What else is in here? We've got a poster in here. A little insert there. All the lyrics on it. But yeah, Ought is a very fantastic band, and definitely everybody should listen to them. I feel like they need a lot more attention because they're just so out there and exactly what rock needs right now. Speaking of Ought, I have their second album, I believe. This was back when they were on Constellation Records, and this is their best album. This is called Sun's Coming Down, and it's just all these very bizarre post-punk and art rock tunes, like I said. The structures are very odd, especially on songs like Beautiful Blue Sky. and the combo, and just a lot of like, I don't know, just very avant-garde post-punk art rock music, and it's the lyrics are very, I guess, psychedelic and just strange. The instrumentation is very rough and rowdy and loud and just crazy. The vocals are just weird, like on Beautiful Blue Sky, where he's kind of reciting all these lines that just kind of reminds you of like a mundane life, where he's going, how's the family, how's the family, how's the family, how's the family, how's your husband, how's your husband, how's your husband, how's your husband, and just going through all these very like suburban, mundane like terms, things you'd hear in your daily life. Yeah, this is a fantastic album if anybody likes their rock music and post-punk, like just a dash weird. Yeah, this is a great album, so definitely everybody should check out. And Constellation Records is fantastic. Just great pressings of everything they do. So, yeah, this is a great album to listen to. Speaking of Constellation, the last 3 albums I'm going to show are all by the same band. This is... Let's get this out of its sleeve. Come here. This is Do Make Say Think. Do Make Say Think is kind of a staple artist on Constellation Records. They're a progressive rock band, a post-rock band. At least they've been kind of put into that category with a lot of other bands like Sigur Rós, Explosion in the Sky, Godspeed, that kind of thing. They're one of the better ones, though. There's a lot of kind of, I wouldn't say shitty post-rock bands out there today, but just lackluster post-rock bands out there. They're one of the ones that really... I don't know, made a name for themselves and made themselves recognizable and good. This is their first album, just self-titled. This is when they were doing more of a, I guess a drone rock thing would kind of be the same, would be how to put it. Very long album. A lot of the songs are very winding and subtle, and the compositions are very fluid, maybe even a little bit jazzy, I would say. The packaging, Constellation Records always puts together great packaging. You got the sleeves here, and they're actually like interchangeable. You can pick which picture is on there. Got an insert here. Records are just on black, so don't need to worry about that. First sleeve. Second sleeve. I think this is the original album cover, so it would be like that. It would look like that. And then, Constellation, when you order off their website, always gives you a personalized note, which is awesome. So, you got this. It says, "Hi, Brandon. Thanks for the support. Enjoy this LP. Cheers," and then some Constellation-related email. I love that they do this. I order a lot of stuff on Constellation Records, and they love when people buy their stuff, so they really put a lot of time and effort into supporting and making sure their customers are happy, and I really love their service. Back to the music. If you like post-rock, if you like very jazzy, slow, syrupy rock music, this is definitely a great album to do that with. Very long, but worth it in the end. Put all this stuff back now. Note back in there. Get the download card in there. Fucking hate you. And then, next one is my favorite record of theirs. This is Winter Hymn, Country Hymn, Secret Hymn. This is kind of moving away from the syrupy, slow, drone rock stuff. More progressive, I would say. Definitely more akin to what you would expect from a post-rock band. But that is not a diss against them, because this record is fantastic. Very excellent performances, a lot of horns and like strings and great drumming on all across this album. The album kind of plays in like 3 parts: the Winter Hymn, the Country Hymn, and the Secret Hymn. 9 tracks, 3 tracks for each part. Usually it's a longer piece, smaller piece, like a minute or 2, and then another longer piece, and that makes up each hymn, I guess you could say. And it's extremely creative. Very well done, and if I'm not wrong, this is the first record. I think there's an etching on the third, or on the D side of the second record. Let me figure that out. Please don't tell me I'm wrong. I am wrong. There is no etching. It's just blank. Yeah, they got a cool picture, that's it. I was wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, if you like post-rock, this is an excellent band to do it with. Even their most recent album. A lot of post-rock bands out there nowadays have not been putting out their best material. Matter of fact, they've been putting out their worst material. Explosions, for instance. Godspeed has been putting out some very lackluster, boring albums. But these guys have been keeping up. Their last album was actually okay. And that made me very happy to see that there's still some post-rock bands out there who don't suck. Because most of them do. I'm looking at you, fucking mono. Anyways, I got one more record here. And it's another Do Makes They Think record. This is their 2007 album. You're a History in Rust. This is very similar, I would say, to Winter Hymn, Country Hymn, Secret Hymn. But everything just seems a bit more rustic and, like, earthy, I guess you could say. Which would make sense because the entire theme is, like, rust and, like, nature. And it's a very beautiful, very nice, just post-rock album released for Constellation. Release in their catalog because they do have quite a few albums. So yeah, not much special about this album. Nice gatefold there. Got some dogs. Very cute. The only weird thing about this record is the pressing is wrong, I guess you could say, where the tracks are, I guess, like mirrored or flipped compared to what it says on here. So like this track is here, and this track is here, and then this track is here, and then this track is here. Like everything got, like every other track got flipped with the track behind it on the actual pressing, because this is wrong. And I don't know if that was a mistake in the pressing, if it's supposed to do that. I don't know, but it was just weird. Still excellent record. It plays out the same, like it doesn't ruin the structure of the album or anything like that. But yeah, it's a bit odd that happened. Maybe I just got a bad pressing. I don't know, but whatever. If you like post-rock, Do Makes They Think is a great band to check out. And it looks like that is it for today. This was nice. This was fun, so I'm hoping to make more records like this in the future. I have plans to make a video on all my Sigur Rós records. I want to do one on all my Phil Ochs records, Tallest Man on Earth records, Sufjan Stevens records, do a video on like favorite colored vinyl, that kind of thing. So I have a lot of plans in the future for more videos, so I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you enjoy the ones in the future. Hope you have a great day, and goodbye.